Welcome back to this channel. This is CAC Nigeria speaking. In today's video, I want to talk about the refund policy of the Corporate Affairs Commission. So the question is, does CAC actually give refunds? So let's answer the question in this particular video. So if you're new to this channel, we create content about Corporate Affairs Commission, NAFDAC registration, and different other relevant videos that will make your business stand out from that of others. Let's go into the video without any further ado. So the first thing I'll be mentioning is that, does CAC actually give refunds to people after they have made duplicate payment, multiple payment, or triplicate payment for a particular transaction that was probably successful or unsuccessful? So here in this video, I'll be answering it. And to answer this question, I will not say yes and I will not say no. But let's go through the fact of what they have in their return and refund policy on the website. So if you go to the CAC website, you're going to see the details of their refund policy. And the question, if you ask it that, does CAC give refunds? It will tell you yes. The CAC does offer refunds, and under certain conditions, they offer refunds. So here are some of the way refunds work. So the first one is that you have to request for a refund. You have to apply for it in writing, right? You clearly state the reason why you are requesting for the refund, and also include your name, your phone number, the CAC account number you paid into. Actually, it's always there on the remitter when you're making payment, the email address you use, and the proof of payment like the remitter reference, right? The RRL code that was also generated or used for that particular transaction. And you cannot make two transactions on one RRL. It doesn't actually happen like that. So they would also confirm all those details. And what will make it safer for you to request for a refund is when you get your remitter receipt, the RRL printout, attached to the letter with the other details that you have attached together to get your refund. The next condition is that if the refund is due to your own errors, let's say you made a mistake on the transaction and you overpaid or mistakenly paid a particular amount you are not supposed to pay, and you don't actually need it to be carried out, then in that case they will charge you a 5% administrative fee, which will be deducted from the actual money before the refund is allegedly going to be made, right? That's the reason why I'm making that statement. Now, if the refund request is not due to your own fault, that is, if it's due to system error or duplicate payment or any CAC mistake, no administrative fee will be charged, right, in those particular instances. Another thing to also consider is that when making refunds to CAC, what should you do? You are going to be writing an application letter for the refund, stating clearly your CAC account, the CAC account number you paid into, what you are paying for. So let's say you are paying for CAC registration. You know there are different payments to CAC. We have the payment for the name search, payment for consent, payment for application, payment for stamp duty, and whatever payment you are trying to make for. You must state the exact payment you have, and there are different separate account numbers for that. You must also state your full name just the way it is on the remitter receipt as well. And the reason why you're requesting for refund must be clearly stated in that particular letter you're writing to the CAC. Attach all the receipt or the remitter reference to the particular details you are trying to send to them. And if you are not able to do that to your physically submit all these documents, there's an email available for you to do that right? You're going to send your details to audit@cac.gov.ng. That's a new email. audit@cac.gov.ng. You send your details, all these details I've mentioned, you send it to the CAC, and hopefully they will go through it and get back to you. So the next thing you need to do is to wait for CAC to process your request, and this might take a long while actually. While no official timeline is published concerning this particular refund, you must just understand that it will take a while for them to be able to track a transaction and confirm if it was made to them, and then they will make a refund. So I also advise, when stating in those documents, state the account details for them to make the refunds to. And I would also advise that the account details you will be requesting a refund to should be the same account number or account name of the beneficiary, right? The beneficiary should be the same person who made the payment from his account, so it will not raise any much suspicion or anything. You understand? If Mr. ABC made the payment, let Mr. ABC be the one requesting for the refund into his account back. I believe you understand. Not that Mr. ABC made the payment and Mr. XYZ is now requesting for the payment to be made into his own account. That might raise some sort of suspicion. Now, let me talk practical. Over time, my experience with the Corporate Affairs Commission, I've been doing CAC registration for over 8 years or almost 8 years now. Have they ever made any refund? Or have I found myself in a situation where I made double transaction? Yes, I have made double transaction over time, right? I have seen situation whereby I made payment for registration. I thought I checked my account, it was not debited. Maybe after 5 minutes, it was not debited. Okay, and it was not confirmed also in their account. So I decided to retry the payment again. And immediately I retry the payment. The first transaction I made got debited. The new one I made got debited. And the truth is that you might not get that refund back. I have not been able to get the refund back. Though I have not been able to go through this process now, send an email to audit@cac.gov.ng to request, make a request. But I've tried other of their several emails like ICT, like support, like help desk, and other emails that they have. And I've sent emails to them, but still I couldn't get any form of refund back based on that. But I'm sure that if you try this audit@cac.gov.ng, you might be able to get your refund back with that, right? But this is what I will advise. Once you make a transaction or payment to CAC, wait for at least 12 to 24 hours before you retry that payment again, even if you have not been debited. So the two things that always happen and that causes duplicate transaction in CAC is this: once you make the payment and you notice that you have not been debited after like 5, 10, 15 minutes, you go back to the account so that it's still loading, nothing has happened. That prompts people to make another payment again. Now, the second thing that also happens is that once people are trying to make a payment, they make a payment, sometimes they are not being debited, right? Or they are being debited rather on their account, and the confirmation of the payment has not been done on the CAC part. So maybe they need it urgently and they don't really care about the amount, right? So they go ahead and just make another payment again, and that causes duplicate or triplicate payments to be made on one registration. And what I always advise people to do is that once you make the first payment to CAC, go and confirm with remitter if the payment has been processed to the CAC. Very, very important. How do you confirm if the payment has been processed to the CAC? I'll be dropping a link somewhere around here for you to confirm, to watch the video. But without even doing that, this is what you're supposed to do. Go to remitter, support@remitter.com and .net now. You'll be able to get a link that you send an email to them. Once you send your email to remitter, just look for remitter support email. You'll see. Send them the mode of transaction that you made. So if you made payment through an ATM card, if you made payment through bank transfer, if you made payment through the bank options, whatever option you made, specify the option, specify the account number that was paid to, send a screenshot of the debit, especially if you got debited. Even if you didn't get debited, sometimes once you send the RRR to them, they will confirm the payment has been made. But in situation whereby you didn't even get the RRR, the remitter receipt, you just got an invoice, all you need to do is just send them the details of the transaction, the bank alert, the bank screenshot that you got, and whatever details that's in sync with the transaction you made. Email address, very important, and the phone number that was used in that particular transaction. Send it to them and they will process it and confirm to you if the payment has been made to the CAC, or if you are going to wait for some days for them to make refund to you because the payment was not successfully transferred to the CAC. So this is just something to know about the refund policy of the Corporate Affairs Commission. I hope this video has actually helped you to be able to understand and save you from making double or triplicate payment to the CAC. The truth is that most times it's difficult to get your money back, and sometimes you would have been tired of following up. So don't just find yourself in that instance where you have to make double payment with the CAC. And if you have found yourself in that instance, go ahead and make sure you go through the process and help you through, and then you'll be able to get hopefully get your money back. My name is Ezekiel. I hope this video has actually helped you. I'll be seeing you in the next one. Thank you and God bless you.